So thanks. So just as Jerry had mentioned, this is kind of new for Robert Half. Robert Half has traditionally been very much in the professional services or IT help desk and some of the other areas that you kind of moved more traditionally with a large staffing firm. Generally with large staffing firms, you didn't have a great focus when you got to very, very high-end technology. So that was the genesis of what we were doing. One of the other things I just want to mention is that in addition to the staffing component of the house, you'll see Protiviti all over some of these slides. Protiviti is a systems integrator firm that Robert Half owns, and that was purchased, I guess, back in it was purchased from Accenture in the unpleasantness with Enron back in the day. So they do a lot. They've got a lot of divisions that are just focused on big data projects. They do a lot of strategy. They do a lot of that kind of component. So we do have access to those guys as well. And since they're smarter than I am, I stole stole a couple of their slides just to showcase what we're seeing in the marketplace. And again, we're in the staffing business. Jerry and myself don't proclaim to be big data experts. But we do understand what the workforce looks like when people are looking for these types of skills and these type of technologies. And I'm going to be up here for maybe about 5 minutes. Just want to share a little bit of some of the statistics that I pulled from some of our research, just to show you kind of the demand that you guys are in this topic is in. So obviously these are some of the business drivers that CEOs and the C-suite is really demanding. Hey, we've been doing SAP for 20 years now. We really got to start seeing a return on our investment, and that analytics component is very, very important. So we're seeing a lot of these things come into play when we're talking about big data. I love it because it's a term that means, in my world, it's a term that doesn't mean too much because it can mean everything. So we like to think about it as kind of the full analytics cycle from a data quality up to a predictive analytics. So you've got all of the components within there. And those are areas that are just in high demand at the moment. And from the user base, you can see here, and this is another Protiviti slide. There's still an untapped marketplace. You've got a lot of the marketing groups that are focusing on analytics. You got a lot of the sales teams and marketing teams are just the ones driving it, which is kind of new for technology innovation. But you see a lot of the CEOs want this, the C-suite wants this, but a lot of people haven't yet figured out exactly what to do. So you've kind of got this word jumble of technology, and everyone talks about big data, and you've got all of these different concepts and tools. And is it a program? Is it a tool set? Is it a person? Well, just give me that guy, and then I can do it. And it's so much more, and that's why we were so eager to sponsor today, because this is one of the these great frontiers of sharing information and, hey, what are you guys doing and what can we be doing to help out? And we're here to help not only our customers, but we're here to help the job seekers as well. So we like to try to say we're educating both sides of that equation. We help employers understand, hey, this is what your job market looks like, and if you want a data scientist with a PhD in statistics that can do programming in R and Python and understands MapReduce and 12 other things that may be good or not. Well, let me tell you about a little bit what's in the marketplace. So I just pulled these statistics. These are over the last, I think these are over the last 2 years. But I took a little donut of DFW, 150-mile radius, and pulled these out of CareerBuilder and looked at some of the demand trends. And as you can see, in the last 2 years or so, there's been about 10,000 jobs for data scientists that are posted. And CareerBuilder says there's about 2,000 people. So there's 5 times more jobs than there is people in this space. So this is a great opportunity for us. We need to educate customers about and educate employers. Hey, maybe we got to change some of our requirements around. You're competing. Every job order that you open is competing with 5 other job orders. What are you doing? So you can see pay is getting better, demand is going up, but there's a ton of work to be done to really make sure we can kind of fulfill this demand. And one of the things that we want to hear from you guys is what you're seeing in the marketplace too. We can pull statistics, but statistics are statistics. Pulling Hadoop architects. Okay, so we want to put in a database that's pulling in structured and unstructured data. We need all these advanced analytics. We need social, right? Who's going to be doing that? Over the last 2 years, again, the same area. About 1,000 job postings, about 250 candidates. So still roughly around a 4-to-1 ratio. Data governance, my personal favorite, because you never can accomplish anything without quality data. So again, you see some of the salaries here, which I was the most surprised on. Senior data governance folks, we're looking very, very high on the high end of salaries, and you can see again, well, a lot more jobs than there are people. And this is just DFW. If you take this, the entire nation, there's so much demand for the talents that you guys provide and the skill sets that you provide. And we just need to make sure we can align those properly with customer demands. And then again, predictive analytics. Everyone wants to get to this stage, right? We want to know exactly what customers are going to do, who to market to, what coupons to send, everything we need to be doing in order to build our bottom line. So predictive analytics architect, if we look over the past 2 years, not really enough data here to even start pulling meaningful comparisons. They said, yeah, we got some rough salary, we got a couple job postings, maybe 35 people that were in their database. Again, this is such a new, such a new skill set, new technology, new concept that there's so many places to go forward. One of the things I was excited about when I came to Robert Half, I run the DFW operation here for ETS. And they said, okay, you're going to start an ERP practice. Okay, that sounds interesting. We're 40 years too late. And then they said, in addition to that, you're going to have a data practice with that. I said, okay, that's more on topic. We're right on the cutting edge of that. So that's what we're really excited about. And then because I promised my daughter, I put a little SpongeBob reference in here. This is what I love about this part of the day. Because hey, we don't know where we're going, but we're all going to kind of go there together, and we're all going to kind of figure it out. And that's why I think it was so important that we sponsor this conference, and really kind of amazed everybody turned out on a Saturday. So that's great. Thank you.